It was supposed to be just another company dinner. My wife, Sarah, had insisted I come along, saying it would be good for me to meet her coworkers. I wasn't especially excited. These events always felt forced, full of people trying too hard to impress one another. Still, I agreed, wanting to show my support. When we stepped into the elegant hall, I noticed how sharply dressed everyone was, laughter echoing from every corner. I stayed close to Sarah, proud to stand by her side, until one man caught my attention. A coworker of hers named Daniel seemed a little too interested in her. From the moment we sat down, Daniel made a point of focusing on Sarah more than anyone else. Compliments about her dress, her hair, her smile, it never stopped. At first, I let it go, telling myself it was harmless flattery. But as the night went on, his behavior grew bolder. He leaned in too close when he spoke, touched her arm as if they were familiar, and laughed louder than necessary at everything she said. I could see Sarah's discomfort building, though she tried to stay polite. Then it happened, suddenly, and in front of everyone. Daniel reached across the table and grabbed Sarah's hand, holding it tightly while saying a woman like her deserved better. The room fell silent, all eyes turning toward us. I saw the shock on Sarah's face, her lips parting in disbelief. She tried to pull her hand back, but his grip lingered a second too long. That was the moment I knew I had to act. I didn't shout. I didn't curse. Instead, I calmly pushed my chair back and stood. The scrape of the chair against the floor echoed through the room. Every eye followed me as I walked slowly around the table, each step deliberate. Daniel's smug expression wavered, but he still didn't let go of Sarah's hand. He looked at me, clearly expecting an outburst, but it never came. I simply placed my hand on his shoulder and leaned in close enough for only him to hear. In a low, steady voice, I said, "If you don't let go of my wife's hand right now, I promise you'll regret it in ways you can't imagine." My voice wasn't loud, but it was sharp enough to cut through the silence hanging in the room. Sarah's hand slipped free at once as the color drained from Daniel's face. He leaned back in his chair, mumbling something about a misunderstanding, but no one in that room believed him. I straightened my posture, adjusted my jacket, and addressed the entire table. "Respect is not optional," I said evenly, my eyes moving across every face present. "Not for my wife, not for anyone here. If this is the kind of behavior that's tolerated at these events, then count us out." The room fell so silent you could hear the clink of a glass being set down. No one moved. No one spoke. The weight of my words hung heavy in the air. Sarah looked at me with wide, grateful eyes. I helped her rise from her chair and gently guided her toward the exit. Behind us, whispers broke out, but no one dared stop us. The image of Daniel sitting there, humiliated and exposed before his peers, burned into my mind. He had crossed a line, and I had made sure everyone knew it. Outside, Sarah squeezed my arm tightly. "Thank you," she whispered, her voice shaking. I could see how shaken she was by what happened, but also how relieved she felt that I stood up for her without turning it into a scene. My calm response spoke louder than any outburst ever could. It wasn't just about defending her. It was about showing everyone that respect and dignity matter more than pride or violence. The next day, word of the incident spread quickly through Sarah's office. Colleagues who witnessed it told others, and before long, Daniel's reputation was in ruins. He tried to downplay what happened, but no one accepted his excuses. The truth was obvious. He had crossed a boundary, and I had drawn a line he couldn't step over again. Sarah's boss even reached out to me, apologizing for the inappropriate behavior and assuring us it would be handled. In the end, that night didn't just silence a room. It strengthened our marriage. Sarah told me she had never felt so protected, so valued in all our years together. For me, it was simple. Love isn't just about words. It's about action when it matters most. And sometimes the most powerful response isn't a shout or a fist. It's a calm, unwavering stand that leaves no doubt about where you draw the line.